Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Journey to Perfection. This time we want to talk about DLCs and microtransactions and whatever comes with it. We have a guest on the show as usual. This time it's DeLadysigner.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Can you introduce yourself real quick for guys out there that may not know who you are?
Of course I can. I'm DeLadysigner and I'm a YouTuber and play mostly, well, almost only PlanetCoaster. And I do some streams once in a while on Twitch or on YouTube, so a little bit different. And yeah, I think that's it.
Good. As usual, we introduce ourselves. I'm @4TV. I'm the host of the show. You can find my stuff on YouTube and Twitter.
Hi. So my name's Blind. I stream a lot of games on twitch.tv/blindIRL, and I edit stuff here from time to time. But mostly you can just find me on Twitch.
And I'm Bear, and I moan about things.
Good.
Great.
So we kind of divide this episode into two parts. The first part will be about things that we think Frontier will add in future DLCs, potentially microtransactions, and later we will talking about things that we kind of want them to add in the game as free updates or DLCs or whatever. Let's start with talking about microtransactions versus DLCs. When we talk about microtransactions, we are talking about small things like maybe up to $4.
So like the movie DLCs?
For example, yeah.
Okay.
And when we talk about DLCs, we mean bigger packs, basically like add-ons back in the days. What do you think we will see more often? We have seen paid DLCs. Spoiler, we recorded this episode before the Spooky DLC will be released, which is the first paid DLC. So when you listen, the DLC is already out. And we have also seen microtransactions like the movie DLCs Blind mentioned.
I have a feeling it's going to be a combination of the two. For things like the movie DLCs, those are licensed packs, so they're probably getting paid to put those packs out. In the case of smaller packs, I would expect branding on them. Licensed things just like the movie packs, maybe more stuff with those licenses or other small licenses. I honestly think it's going to be a combination because we've already seen a combination, so why don't they just continue on that?
That's true, but I would like to add that I honestly think that the anniversary update, which we will get in November, will be... I think that will be the last big free update. I totally believe they will keep adding some small updates later on, but I got a feeling that the anniversary update will be the last free big one at least, and they will go on with like big DLCs. Like we see with the spooky theme. And I think that, yeah, that they will go on with the big DLCs, which you need to pay for.
That's actually a very good point. We are almost a year after release, and so far, besides the movie DLCs, every update was a free update, and some of them were bigger and some smaller, but yeah, I think... the next big update, the anniversary update, will be the last free update, at least bigger size update.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be huge. I don't know why. I just got that feeling because they are gonna announce it on the Expo, and I think they will like really surprise us with some awesome stuff. I really hope they're not gonna disappoint me though. But yeah, that's what I feel right now.
I think they're going to continue on with a combination of the three, really. I think we'll see the occasional free update. I don't think, because, you know, you've got to keep goodwill up. You've got to keep people happy. And as we've seen, there's been a little bit of complaining already about this DLC, which I think is ludicrous.
Exactly.
In order to keep goodwill up and in order to keep everybody happy, you've kind of got to have a combination. I think we still will see large free updates. I think they'll just be less frequent.
Yeah, that could be, yeah. But I think that people are very spoiled right now.
Yeah.
They got so many big free updates, and I just got a feeling like it has to end at some point. And like if you,
Oh yeah, of course.
if you keep going on, you will keep having people that keep saying like, yeah, but you put this in a free update, and now you have a DLC, and that has this and this and this, and they will always be like comparing. And I think that it's better. It's good to have some small updates like the microtransactions and stuff, but
oh, totally.
But I think there has to be a point for PlanetCoaster to just stop making big free updates. I know like everyone wants it, but I think if you just think like they are a business and they are working their asses off for us, and yeah, they need to have an income, right, to invest again in the game.
And the game's pretty cheap anyways, like at this
Absolutely.
point. But
For us it wasn't the alpha.
yeah.
But like I don't even mind. I don't mind paying for the DLCs. I don't mind paying for the spooky DLC, and I don't really see. Yeah, well, you always have people being so negative, and I just can't stand them. You guys know, I just feel like some people just keep on complaining and not being thankful for the stuff they have, and I don't know. I'm just
one of my viewers said something in my Discord the other day, and their expectation is that the heavier themed packs are going to be paid DLC. The very generic stuff is going to be free DLC, and licensed stuff will be microtransactions. So I actually wouldn't be super surprised if we see more of that. So stuff that's heavily themed will be paid for DLC. Less themed, more generic theme park stuff, free DLC. And then licensed stuff will be microtransactions, small packs.
That could be.
I'd be okay with that too.
To be honest, when we see the Jurassic World Evolution release, I feel like there's going to be a DLC with Dinosaurs and PlanetCoaster.
Wow. I haven't even thought of that.
Because they pretty much have the experience then in modeling that stuff. And that would be sort of a licensed DLC.
I'd be okay with that. Really, that was the first thing I thought of.
But talking about Jurassic World, I keep saying from the beginning, like, I'm so sure, I don't know why, I just got this feeling that if they made Jurassic World, like, we have no idea exactly how it's gonna work, but I just have the feeling like when they have the engine of the dinosaurs, then they will go and work on Planet Safari, or maybe they are even already working on Planet Safari and they use that engine for Jurassic World, but that Planet Safari will be released later, maybe, I don't know, but I just got a feeling like these two things, they really connect in some way. So I really want Planet Safari.
I actually really don't know. I talked about this whole thing, Planet Safari, with SP Ridley, and he was like, you said, okay, as soon as they have Jurassic World Evolution released, they will add dinosaurs or maybe use it as animals, regular animals for PlanetCoaster, but I'm actually not too sure because it's kind of cannibalizing another owned game, if you know what I mean.
No, I don't talk about dinosaurs. I just mean like if they have the engine of moving animals and they work on that, they can use that experience and that engine for other animals for Planet Safari. But I totally get the feeling like if the Jurassic World will get released, that it totally makes sense to have like a dinosaur theme, like with probably dinosaur animatronics and that kind of stuff as a DLC. That would be really cool, by the way. Totally reminds. We had that in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, right? Dinosaurs.
Oh, we are kind of off topic and kind of talking about things I want to talk about later. So let's jump on to the next one. Basically to the first real segment of the show, what we think they will add.
Right, so the first question is, the first point we have is, we think they will add more trees, bushes, and flowers.
Hope they will.
Possibly in microtransactions. Sort of like a foliage pack or scenery pack or something.
Bouncing off of what I said earlier, I have a feeling this is the sort of thing we're going to see in the anniversary update. Because when I said that I have this feeling that more generic packs and simpler packs and things that are more essential to the game, to the base game, are going to be free updates. I have this big feeling that we're going to see a lot of that sort of stuff.
To be honest, I kind of think it would make sense to put out a foliage pack.
I hope that would stay free.
I mean, we all love free stuff, but it would make so much sense because foliage is not really necessary to the game, but a really nice thing to have.
If you want extra, yeah. Like for $2 or $3. Why not?
Disagree.exe.
I mean, yeah, I sort of see Blind's point that it's some sort of essential set that you need for your foliage game. And if there's like a really good tree in it, everybody wants it. And I think something like that should be free. But on the other side, I could totally see something like a $5 pack of 10 to 15 different foliage
It should be a bit more, not 15. I would say like 25, 30. Then I will be like €3 to €5 willing to pay, I guess.
I mean, I think we shouldn't play the numbers game.
Yeah, I was about to say that. The next thing that we want to cover here, though, is ride skins. And we've already seen this, actually. The go-karts for the movie packs. We had the DeLorean one, we had the Knight Rider, and the Munsters. So those are technically already paid from ride skins. I'd be curious to see if they're going to do like a specific theme, like here is a set of rides that are already in the game, and here is a DLC pack theming them all in a different way. So just like almost like buying skins in League of Legends or Dota, you can just buy a pack, like rethemes a whole bunch of the rides that are already in the game, so they don't need to redo as many animations, and it's just a couple bucks for that. I'd be curious to see if they do something like that in the future, or for coaster cars.
Oh, that will be nice. Like you got Western themed rides and that kind of stuff. Yeah, I would really like that. I really miss that comparing to Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. Like really specific themed rides. You only really have it for the spooky theme. And for the sci-fi theme?
Yeah, there's a lot of sci-fi stuff.
Yeah, and I don't really build sci-fi.
And pirates.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I would really like to see like a Western Ferris wheel or a more Western-themed merry-go-round even. The theme park that's in Vancouver, when I was younger, there was like 8 different merry-go-rounds.
Whoa.
One of them was literally like Harley-Davidson motorcycles. Like there's a lot of different themes that you can do for those more basic rides. So I would be curious to see if they do something like that. Now that I think about it, I want them to do a Harley Davidson pack. That'd be cool.
We need to talk about something that's what's going on in the background for the viewers. We kind of recorded this episode before.
4 months ago, yeah. Good couple of months ago.
Oh, yeah, it's a really long time ago.
We kind of talked about that, but in the meantime, we had some small DLCs and some bigger DLCs.
When we recorded the original episode, none of the DLC was out. They hadn't even announced it. Like, they hadn't even started talking about it. So we had this huge speculation episode.
Well, we talked about it, and the week after that, they announced update 1.3, I think.
Was the summer update, right?
Yeah.
Okay, there goes our episode.
And I was like thinking about what the lady and Blind said about like themes we could possibly had like ride skins of. And I kind of don't see that coming because we now have a spooky theme coming, and they could have announced, for example, a roller coaster or flat ride skin for that in a spooky way. But they didn't. But they put out sort of ride skins for the go-karts with the small DLC packs. So I'm thinking we won't see themed ride skins for the bigger DLCs. maybe. At least now it's looking like that.
It could be. I don't know. Kind of like we have some spooky rides. We have like the Psycho Lab and the Magical Trail. Those are the two, right? And then you got like the tracked rides.
But right now they are releasing designated spooky rides.
I really like it that one of them is plain, so you can use it for different themes. That's nice.
Yeah, plane rides are good rides.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it always depends on the theme they have for a big DLC. If there's like the option to make a sort of skin for it, they might go for it. I'm not too sure if they just went that way now.
Obviously, I'm speculating. I'm not a part of Frontier.
Yeah.
I'm no dev. I have no idea.
But talking about the themes, I really am thinking right now, like I really would like to see a jungle theme, but would a jungle...
Later.
All right. Cut it out.
Sorry.
Stay on schedule.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. I'm
Shush,
not really
shush.
thinking clear. I'm doing my best.
I mean, to be fair, we can just move on to what we would like them to add, which is the ladies.
Yeah, but okay. But I will just start with the lines.
Let's come to the really interesting and the long part of this episode. What we want them to add. Frontier, listen carefully. The lady, go.
Grab a note.
All right. So what I really would like to see, like I did that in one of my Parks Rio Bravo, that I tried to make a shooting game. You know, like those small little cabins, houses where you can shoot, but you also have like those things with water, shooting with water, or you have like a small little water area where you can use the water to move the boats and that kind of stuff. Like those mini games, I really would love to see something like that. I don't know if that would even be possible, because that will be like a total different function, I think, in PlanetCoaster, if you really want to make it realistic. But damn, I really would love to see that.
I would like to see that too.
Me too.
It would be really, really a great addition, and it totally makes sense to have in a theme park. Like still, if I just keep thinking, I remember like Frontier saying like this should be like the most realistic theme park simulation game. Like there can be so much more added to the game to have like really realistic theme park.
Yeah, like those fair games that should actually be gambling, but for some reason children can play them. It's totally not
You mean
gambling.
like Counter-Strike skins and so on?
Totally not gambling.
No, of course
If
not.
PlanetCoaster releases loot crates, I'm out. That's all I'm gonna say.
I kind of want to add some idea here. For every topic, I would like to speculate if it's more on the microtransaction or on the big DLC side. Just quick, what do you think?
I think that this will be on a big DLC side.
Agreed.
I think they really need to change a lot in the game. Well, not change a lot in the game, but they have to really think how you can add it to the game. How do people react? And I think it takes some more development than just make like another shop or anything like that, because that will be like a case to just change the thing they have in their hand, and you change the shop and that's it.
I agree.
So I think it will be a bigger DLC. If they're gonna add it, that will be like a great DLC with like a lot of mini games.
You could call it like literally same price as this current DLC and just call it Fairground Games Pack.
Yeah.
Sounds really good.
I say it like it's so easy, but I know it's hard. Anyways, we got a thing that Bear wants them to add.
Right, so a photo booth. Basically, you write photos that are taken from the track.
Why is this not in the game yet?
I don't get that either.
Yeah, it's a good question.
Like even just like a piece that's just like on ride.
It totally makes sense to have it.
I don't know. It's just, it boggles my mind. Like that's one of those things that I've always just kind of sat there going, what's missing from this game?
Yeah, and like
Photo
it's
booth.
so freaking normal to have that. You see that in like every theme park, and we don't have it. So it's really something. I if I think about that for a long time, I'm like, why? Why not? Why is this missing?
Yeah.
It's really
It's
weird.
the easiest way to steal money.
Yeah, I really don't get it, and I really hope it will be added to the game at some point.
Me too.
Yeah.
DLC or microtransaction?
Free update.
Free update.
update.
Good call.
Yeah,
I think this is one of the free things that need to be essential to everyone.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Besides, like, this to me is like on level with things like security. Like, you just need that. I mean, also because it would have to be a piece that's added to most rides, right?
Yeah.
Every ride needs its own.
So
Well, maybe you could have something triggered. If it would work, then
I just want it hard coded into the ride personally.
yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
me too.
And then like it would be like, you know how you place entrance exit, you'd have to place entrance exit and then photo booth.
Yep.
And then connect the photo booth to the exit somewhere so that they could go up and purchase their photo if they wanted it.
Please don't make the photo segment, whatever it's called, on the ride to be necessarily a straight piece.
You need to add it.
Like it was in the Roller Coaster Tycoon part.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it just needs to be like a shop, but then without the roof, without the walls, only just like the front thing, and then at the back like some kind of televisions where you can see the photos, and that's it.
The camera itself could be placed
Freely?
just like when you're you know when you're sequencing something on a ride and you have to drag that piece along the ride, it should be placed exactly like that. So you just drag it to where you want it and you go click, done, and then it's right there.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a really good
Yeah.
idea.
That's
So it
Sounds
just
really
slides
good.
along the track and you can place it wherever. So
Great idea.
So the next one is mine, I guess.
Ooh.
Watershows. Yeah. Last time we
Watershow.
talked about fireworks.
Yay!
Guess what? We have fireworks now. Next topic is my topic, which is
actually Sam's topic.
Sam brought up this topic.
Can I just read this out? Can I just read this out in Sam's voice, please?
Yep.
He says, "Gif me fireworks. Kind regards, you know who."
Awesome.
I think we should have more options for water shows. Yes, we have the effects. I want dancing fountains.
Yes, me too. I'm really still waiting. Like, I have my area for my water show, but it's still not there to use.
Oh, you basically set it up already or prepared it?
Yeah, together with my fireworks, and I was expecting like, okay, let the fireworks and water shows come, and no water
Yeah.
shows came. But I still have my area to place the whole water show. But no, not yet.
Well, since we're talking about splashing around in puddles,
Your favorite topic, right?
well, yeah.
No, tell me. Oh,
My opinions on pools are pretty well known.
Ryan hates swimming pools.
I think swimming pools were the worst addition to RCT3. Send me hate mail, please. I love it. Yeah, no, they're absolutely awful, stupid, dumb. I hate them so much. Anyways,
But why?
It's a theme park game, not a water park game.
But theme parks are really close to water parks or even connected to them.
Yes, close.
Just look at
Close.
Holiday World.
Close.
They aren't even close. They are literally one park.
Yeah, but you have to. Okay, in a theme park, you wear clothes. In a swimming pool, you're in a bathing suit. It's two
But
separate
still, it
things.
can- be
Look at the
combined.
Holiday World. Yeah.
It's just. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it.
It's kind of like ice cream and fries. They are two separate things, but
Yeah, but you don't have to
can-
take your clothes off to eat ice
You
cream.
can put your fries into a milkshake.
No.
You
or maybe
totally
fries
can do
flavored
that.
ice cream. Ew,
No, you guys are just bullying me.
that sounds disgusting.
I mean, it's like hot dog pizza or kebab pizza. It's
See, kebab pizza is the only acceptable thing you've said so far today. So let's just get an expansion pack with water parks. I mean, I would build them. Let's just get an expansion pack, just like the spooky pack. You know, just 2 or 3 or 1 or 2 different ride types, various water slides.
Mom, I think they can do that a little bit better, don't they? If it's gonna be like a DLC between 10, 15 euros.
But how do you want to make pools in this game? I mean, in RCT3 you had the grid system, but I don't see any like method you could use to make pools.
You can still have a grid system.
technically yes.
No, you don't. You could. I mean, you could just have a localized grid, but the way I would want to do pools, if they gave us pools, would be I would want it like a brush tool. Like, you know, when you paint the land, literally like that. Give me like a circular brush tool.
But still, you want a grid one as well.
You could have that as an option, but I would like it as a brush tool. So you could just draw like a nice circle. Because if you are going to do swimming pools, you got to make them look nice, right? And if you're just going to do boxes, that's kind of gross. So let's actually get something nice and curvy. Let's get a nice, pretty looking swimming pool. Because if you look down at a water park, it's never a perfect square. Never. It's always like got curvy shapes. It's always kind of waving. It's always visually appealing from the top down. So let's do something like that.
I totally agree with you on one hand. On the other hand, I don't see an option like using a brush tool for that. I'm sorry.
This is a speculation episode about what we want.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
So let me say what I want, damn it.
Maybe they can make something with the path system.
Honestly, I'd be fine with that.
Oh, so it just digs a hole.
Oddly enough, I would be fine with that.
So DLC, I guess.
Yeah.
Unless they just do the Sims thing where they spin in circles and I'm in a bathing suit.
Please don't, Frontier.
No, please not.
No, please don't. Please then just have like those small little cabins where they're chains. They go inside and outside and they are chained. Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, I would expect that to be an expansion DLC.
Definitely, yeah.
So next thing is...
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. Something... And I saw someone doing that not that long ago while trying to do that with the triggers is like make shows that you have like in Movie Park Germany where you really have the audience with the benches and where the people really sit down and you can make your own trigger show. I really would like to have something like that, but if you try to do it with the triggers right now, it's not really, I don't know. Why you highlighted really sit down so much? I'm kind of curious. You were like, where people really need to sit down. Yeah, but I mean, it really needs to be right.
Speaking of, why don't we have picnic tables yet?
Later.
Yeah, I know.
It really needs to be right that you can place benches, but the people will sit down to relax for 5 seconds and then they stand up. So it really needs to be a ride, something that works as a ride where you can... set in where the show starts and when the show ends, and then the people, I don't know, clap and stand up and leave again. And
it's a ploppable movie theater, like the 40 theaters in RCT.
Yeah, exactly. But then you can make your own shows.
No, I'm just trying to think how that would work more than anything.
We can do so much with like the VFXs, with the fire and stuff, but you would need some more animatronics. You could use the entertainers. If you have like an option to use the entertainers to put on a stage and you can really set in what they do or something like that, that would be nice too. That would be like an extra addition to the theme park, like with your entertainers, like you have Mickey Mouse in Disneyland and he has his own show, but it would be very difficult, I think. It's wishful thinking.
It'd also be like... There's just a large selection of shows that you can pick from.
Oh, that could also be a thing, yeah. So they make just the shows and you can make the stage around it yourself, like really give it your own details and stuff. That would be nice. That could work.
Final question, DLC or microtransaction or free?
I think maybe a small DLC, but it totally depends how they would put it in the game, I think. But that would really go, and I'm really looking scared to the list now, that would really go with the, I lost the word. With the shows, the parades.
Oh, yeah.
That would be like a fantastic addition. So you have like some kind of theaters and parades.
Yeah.
That will be a nice DLC.
Wait, did I again miss to add parades?
I don't know. I was like looking and I was like, I don't see it.
I think so.
So, parades, guys. I would really like that. And then we have like the customer parades with something like an invisible track or something. With theaters and shows. Yes, I would go for DLC then. if that will be the case.
Yeah.
Maybe even a show DLC like
Oh, yeah.
Watershows, parades, and like what you just described, the shows like in Movie Park Germany.
Mm-hmm.
As big show DLC, maybe a theater as well.
Moving on, we got coasters. So Adfor is saying, please no more shuttle coasters.
That's what I'm saying.
And I am saying
They're easy to make, just like in real life.
Stop.
Sorry, just continue.
we need a 4-seater launched coaster in this game. So basically, the majority of launched coasters in real life are with 4-seater cars, and people like to recreate rides. And you see a lot of recreations, but with the Torque coaster, which is 3 rows, so 6-seater cars. And it really bugs a lot of people. The Torque coaster is really versatile and probably one of the best styles in-game to make creative elements and stuff. But we need a 4-seater, something like a Mega Coaster or a Intermin Blitz. But people are also requesting launch and chain on it specifically, and I heavily agree. Because they both exist with both different types.
I agree, and mostly on the point, please don't limit the coaster that much. Like, if you have a coaster that potentially could have a chain and a launch section, please give us both in one coaster type, not like separate types. That would be amazing.
Yeah, the Gerstlauer already has it in-game, so it's not impossible.
Short one, huh?
Nothing to add. I'm no coaster expert, so I'm just not gonna say anything.
DLC?
I mean, as a single edition, it could be a microtransaction.
I kind of want that to just be an update.
Yeah, free update, to be honest. Like, every coaster has been it so far, and I think it's one of the essentials this game needs, so...
I was like thinking of the coasters in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, and I was like, oh my gosh, there are so many things in that I remember that isn't in PlanetCoaster. But yeah.
It was also a much simpler game back then. But anyway.
Yeah, true, but I remember that I really loved those hanging things. Like, it's not really a coaster, but it's more like a cable. I don't know what
the cable
what
cars?
the name was. I don't know. It's like a hanging thing.
Well, you can hang a lot of things, from people to pictures.
I was going in the exact same direction. I'm glad you hit it first. Moving on.
Working parking lots, or at least semi-working parking lots. That will be so awesome. Like,
yes.
When we can... Okay, out for Greece. No, but I think everyone would love to have, like, a real entrance, which you can make totally by yourself, and would be amazing, of course, if we can have, like, some kind of road function, maybe one that is already in the game, so you can decorate it around it, or just make it yourself completely, and have real buses coming in and cars coming in and park, and then you have all your people going to the entrance. I totally feel just we need that. It feels so realistic. Right now we had like a hole, and there all the people come from. I don't know. I really would love to have parking lots and some cars, like maybe 2 or 3 different types of cars which you can recolor, and like 2 buses which you can recolor, and it will be so nice.
You know where I could see that be in an update? When we ever get a jungle update, something like that as a DLC, or something like something Oasis kind of style, and you just get a tropical map with it, and it sort of has the theme of a resort. And then you could just have like a street on the map with buses, because I don't see it being an easy update for every map now to integrate streets and buses and stuff. But I could see it as a new map, and I could see it as a resort type of thing.
That would be really nice, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, if we go all the way back to RCT2, RCT2 had a piece that was literally just like a road. So if you just had a single, because that game was grid-based, right? If you just had a single line in the grid, it would just look like a normal path. But the moment you'd start to stack 2, it would turn into a parking lot. What if we just had a path piece that just looked like asphalt, like tarmac, and then when you made it into a grid, it became a parking lot?
But how would it know where the street is and where the actual parking spots are? I mean, road marking wise.
So basically another path.
Like, yeah, just another path type. So if you make it the maximum width, it turns into a road. If you make it into a grid, it turns into a parking lot. If you are just building it normally, it looks like a pathway. It's just an idea.
I think it would work better if you have like those small assets like you have in City Skylines.
Yeah.
Where you just have like 3 lines and you place them, you can rotate them whenever you want.
I mean like this, yeah, there's the stickers in City Skylines.
Yeah, I think they are stickers, yeah. But that would maybe work. Maybe you still would have like the road where you see cars drive, but you can't see them really parking, so they will like spawn into a parking lot.
I'm just trying to think what would make sense, like mechanically.
To be honest, mechanically, I don't see them adding it at all.
I kind of agree, honestly.
Maybe just something standard in what Bear said, like in a total new map. When you have like an entrance that looks like that. Or have it.
Speaking of the new map thing, though, I mentioned this in the last DLC episode, the Lost episode. I hate this word. Roller Coaster Tycoon World had one feature that I liked, and that's on the edge of the map there was a parking lot, and it would fill up and empty out as your park filled up and emptied out. That is assuming you could actually play that game long enough that you could build enough rides so you could get people in your park without the game crashing. That was one of the few features I liked about that game. The parking lot wasn't big enough. It had a lot of problems, but I would honestly love to just see a new map type where right before the entrance or right at the edge of the park, there is a parking lot.
Same, yeah.
It doesn't even need to fill up or anything. It just needs to be there.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe we don't even need to really make the parking lot ourselves. Maybe I would also be very happy if it's just there and maybe I can detail the surroundings a bit.
Yeah.
In my own taste, but it works. So I might already be happy with that. What about
sort of like soft border to the map? Like you have the map and then you have an even bigger map you can place trees and pathways and stuff in, but can't build rides or shops.
So you can't really edit the parking lot, but there's just a parking lot there?
No, you can edit the parking lot, but you can't make it functional like with shops or put rides there.
Okay.
So you basically have your map to put in all your theme park stuff in general, but a little bit of surrounding that you can edit, place trees, make path, whatever.
I think that this is all just a gigantic elaborate ruse to put Euthyrus out of business.
Yes, and it's I'm trying to kind of make my own a segue to the next topic, but yes.
Yes.
All right.
Which is ta-da, path elements. Basically more path elements. We talked about picnic tables earlier, and
if we don't get picnic tables by the end of the year, I don't know.
Exactly. Frontier, if we don't have picnic tables by the end of the year, we will all abandon the game.
Yeah.
No, we won't, but we will make a video and we will complain really loudly.
Also, not only picnic tables, but chairs and tables. I really think those should be 2 separated pieces that you can just place chairs, and it's just a single chair that can be placed on a path wherever you want, because people like making restaurants, and I think if there would be people sitting down on each single chair in front of those tables, that would add a lot of life to it.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Totally agree. Yeah.
Free update, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it would need to be.
No, but multiplayer functions, so we have the option to just walk through the parks together or build in the park together. That will be so amazing. That I would really like to have that. Also VR glasses, of course, so you can really just walk in the park with some other people and really experience the park. Would be really nice.
It's kind of funny if you asked me like a year ago if I want multiplayer functionality for this game, I would have said no. The game don't need a multiplayer mode. After collaborating with Bear and SP Ridley, I said yes now, please.
Oh hell yeah, please.
Because for collaborations, it's doable, like passing around the save file, but it's a major pain in the ass. Because if you're building at the same time, you have to blueprint stuff, and then there is the 3D gizmo issue, and you can't place it the way it's supposed to be, and yada, yada, yada. You get the point.
Absolutely.
Please.
My only comment on this topic is, sure?
I really don't see it coming, to be honest. At least in edit mode.
I don't see it either, but...
No, it's really wishful thinking.
I could actually, though, see it in a play mode, that you just, like, you lock up the park file, and it's not editable anymore, but you can play with friends then in, like, TagitCam. Because one thing I could see performance-wise, if 4 people edit a file, and it constantly gets the data passed onto everyone, you first need a really good internet connection, every single one, and it would lag out a lot more, like almost 4 times.
Desyncing would be like a nightmare.
Yeah, but I think something like a playthrough, playable park sort of thing could be a thing.
I think we just need an easier way of sharing save files besides the workshop. I think that would be more doable. But anyway, the next thing.
We already said a little bit about it. Well, Bear did, at least, for like a resort map. While talking about resorts, hotels, of course, I really would like to have some kind of addition where you have, like, maybe not really like a working hotel, but maybe like some kind of shop extension that works as a hotel, so you can really make your own hotels. It looks like a hotel and it works like a hotel. I really, really would love to see something like that, because it totally makes sense.
To be honest, give me a black box that people pay to go inside.
Exactly. Something like that.
That I can hide into a building. Done.
Yes, that is the only thing we need.
And the same people can come out the next day.
Yes.
So I can trap them for forever in the park.
I would really like to see some. And it will be very easy as well. Like what you say, it could be just a black box or just some kind of door where they walk in through. Talking about doors, I really need to say that one more time because I really miss them. I really want open doors.
Yes.
Agreed.
Oh, damn it. I really hope they will put it in the anniversary update. Just a few ones.
And mirror doors.
What?
Mirror doors.
You put it on one side of the wall and it appears on the other.
No, not really.
That's what I want.
That's a good point. But no, what I want is we have doors with the doorknob on the left side. So one version with the knob on the right side. So we can have double doors built ourselves.
Yep. Totally agree. Just something. It's so small.
Yep.
But it would be so nice to have.
DLC?
Well, I don't know. These are just really, really small additions. So it could also be...
Depends.
Yeah,
right.
it depends. It could be a really big addition.
I don't know.
I think that one's just too far out to even speculate.
It's just some small scenery items. And like a hotel, could be not more than a shop. Well, if they make like a DLC for like $5 with like, I don't know, 30 shops, I would be happy. I really would love to 30? Have some more shops.
That would be a lot for 30.
I don't know. I just randomly call numbers again.
What did we say about numbers?
Exactly.
10 shops.
Okay, so the last question I'm just gonna throw into the round now. What themes do you want to be added into the game?
Incredibles.
And what?
The Incredibles. Like Disney Pixar's The Incredibles. I want that.
Oh, okay. Very specific
Just
one here.
fucking give that to me.
Really
Yeah,
specific.
no, I've been thinking about this for a while. Disney's, Pixar, The Incredibles, also Toy Story. Give me those two things, and give me other video games. Just in general, just give me a Bethesda pack. Give me like Fallout, like Skyrim, Doom, Incredibles, totally similar properties. What else? I'm just gonna throw out other video games out my rear here. Let's just get a proper Elite Dangerous pack because you have the assets already. Like, sure, crossover packs. While we're at it, can we get roller coasters in Elite Dangerous? That would be silly. What else is on... What do I own on Steam that I would want in this? What have I been playing recently?
Okay, look up your Steam library and the other ones talk.
Team Fortress 2.
Oh, here we go.
Binding of Isaac pack, or Portal pack. Just all the Valve games.
The lady?
You okay?
I blacked out.
I'm literally scrolling down my Steam library now.
Should I go?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Jungle.
Jungle? Yeah.
Oh yeah, jungle.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah, dinosaurs. I really like that. Dinosaurs as well.
Ancient Roman.
Yes.
Oh,
Egyptian.
yes.
Egyptian.
Absolutely.
Good call, yeah.
I want giant pyramid. Statue of Liberty. Just like more American stuff, because we've already got a bunch of that.
Yeah, they could expand the American stuff.
A fucking Canadian flag.
You can build your
Oh,
own
whoa.
fucking Canadian flag.
It's that. Come at me. Can we just get more flags? Just like, even if it's just a flag pack, like a $5 flag pack, just give me every single major flag in the world, including the marijuana flag.
I really would like to have a Main Street pack.
Yes. I just wanted to say that.
Like Main Street items, like structures that you can put into the walls and
roofs.
like
We need those steep roofs.
yeah. Yes, we need more different roofs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just more generic items.
And the doors we just talked about, and more like the little details you can have for the windows, and shop scenery. I really would like to make some like clothing shops or like item shops.
Build your own shops, yes.
Yeah, but then like really have the small details which we just can't do. Like yes, I know we can make like from the Christmas items we can make a bottle. I've seen that now, you know? And we have a candle, but we need some more like the small items which you can sell in your shops. I really would like to have something like that to give it more detail and more I don't know,
walk-in
more
shops.
environment. Yeah.
Like a bigger tier of shops, and they're just like the old shops, but like instead of being a open window, it's like actually something that they walk into. Even if you can't like change the interior, like just a box that they walk into, and you can zoom your camera into it and see what's going on in there.
And the same for restaurants. Like you have like those waiting lines, and then of course the tables and the benches where you can really make inside restaurants. And
Actually, I could see that. I mean, you could make it work with even with the grid system. Give me a floor tile saying, okay, this is a shop, this is a restaurant. So I could put my own benches and tables when we get tables. This is a restaurant.
But right now, what people mostly do is walk around with food. If I go to a theme park and I'm hungry, then I always sit down for like a minute or 15. So it just maybe makes more sense to make the people normally go to benches and tables or chairs and tables to eat their food.
Yeah.
So just change how do people react. You don't even need those boxes to say, okay, this is a restaurant.
Yeah.
They will just buy the food and go and sit down to eat. I think that makes totally more sense than just walking around.
Yeah, most people sit while eating.
Yeah. And they rest because they're in a theme park. So it's like a time to have a small break. So it totally makes sense to just sit down instead of walking around.
Okay, I just want to add one more theme to the original thing. Swiss Alpine theme.
Oh, yeah.
I really want that in the game. I think it's a great theme in theme parks.
Ski lifts, bobsled.
Yeah, we need ski lifts in the game as well. And one thing for Frontier to take inspiration, look up old custom scenery sets from Asti 3, especially Station Jim Jr. and Shy Guy. Those two, just on top of my head, they are thousands, but they just look at the basic sets. They had pretty nice sets that could be easily sellable, like those settings of sets as a DLC. Like they have indoor stuff, and then they have a spooky mansion theme. That would be the spooky DLC now, and those are just like almost small DLCs, and they are great as inspiration. Just look up those custom scenery sets. They are some great inspiration, in my opinion.
Okay, guys. Really, last thing. Predictions. What's in the anniversary update and what will be announced at Frontier Expo? Quick. Every time I snap, another topic. Go.
No, I'm serious. I think in the anniversary update, they will add more shops. I think maybe at least 2 or 3 coasters, and I hope for at least a minimum of 4 or 5 flat rides. that is at least what I'm hoping for the anniversary update.
Anniversary update, I'm expecting just a bunch of generic items. Stuff like we got in the last big item update. I'm expecting at least one or two reskins of roller coasters. And then maybe I'm not going to throw out numbers, but a handful of flat rides and maybe one new track type for a coaster.
Wait, they're also gonna add in like the changing cars option.
I could not agree more with the other predictions and just agree, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah. I think, I mean, coaster-wise, I hope they do some more, like 3 to 5 good ones, but the rest, I pretty much agree.
Okay, so I'm playing sort of like devil's advocate here. We won't see a new path tool. I saw that a lot on Reddit and on Discord and whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not ever expecting that. No.
I don't think we'll ever see a new path tool, TBH. That won't happen until mods are announced.
Exactly. Not gonna happen. And thank you for spoiling Blind unintentionally.
What?
What I could see is not released, but announcing they are working on mod support.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Really officially announcing. I mean, they said it before on our very own podcast that they are looking into it, but I maybe could see, and this is very far off, I know, but maybe they will say, we heard you, we're working on it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're working on it. I don't expect them
nice.
to officially support mods in a long time because they have DLC possibilities, and why not use them?
But the one thing I would like to add, but we didn't talk about, is water rides. Like the boat rides and the bumper cars and the canoes and that kind of stuff. I really hope that they will add something like that. I really miss that.
Paddle boats.
Paddle boats, exactly. Those kind of swan boats and bicycle boats. I don't know how you call them, where you need to paddle. I don't know. But I'm not really sure if that will be in the anniversary update.
I would also like to see them announce their plans for DLC and put them set in stone. Maybe not announcing what they will be, but just giving us a schedule or some idea of what to expect.
Exactly, like, okay guys, microtransactions will be small packs, like the movie packs. We are planning on doing that, and we are planning on releasing big updates for 10 to 20 euros, dollars, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Would be nice. Cool. But there's maybe two more things to say. First of all, we introduce ourselves once again. This time I'm starting. I'm at VoTV. You can find my stuff on YouTube and Twitter, and I'm laughing because I'm thinking of my own subreddit, which is still not a thing. But yeah.
I'm working on it.
Hi, my name's Greg. The internet calls me Blind. I stream a lot of management games on Twitch and edit videos for Schematics every now and again. If you want to find me, you can find me at twitch.tv/blindIRL. I've been playing a lot of RimWorld recently, but I will be playing a lot of PlanetCoaster once the next update comes out.
And I'm at ForSucks2000, and you can also find me on my Smurf account, Free the Bear.
I hate you so much. And last but not least, definitely not least, our guest once again, even if you haven't heard the first episode, DeLadysigner.
Yay. But yeah, first, thank you guys so much for having me.
Thank you for being here.
Sure thing.
I've really had fun. So yeah, for those who still don't know, I'm DeLadysigner, and you can find me on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, DeLadysigner. And yeah, hope to see you there.
One other thing I would like to add just onto the very end, and that's keep an eye on Schematics. We got plans.
Ooh.
Adfo sent me a thing earlier today that was pretty badass.
Glad you liked it, but
yeah,
the listeners will never know.
Wow.
Thanks for listening, watching, whatever you do. We are open for suggestions, comments, and general shit posting in the comments. So let us know what you think about this episode, what will come in future DLCs, microtransactions. Do you like DLCs, microtransactions? Really, whatever. Just talk to us.
Or just, ew, money.
Yeah, exactly.
And Frontier, if you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to contact us.
You know our email address, you know our Twitters. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Why is it always so long?